Understanding female psychology gives a man a major advantage in relationships, dating, and attraction. Women, like men, have emotional patterns, desires, and vulnerabilities that shape the way they think and behave. Recognizing these patterns isn't about manipulation. It's about awareness. Knowing what naturally influences a woman allows a man to navigate interactions with confidence, communicate effectively, and create genuine connection. Certain weaknesses or tendencies exist across female psychology that, when understood, help a man lead with composure, clarity, and emotional intelligence. Every woman has triggers, desires, and emotional sensitivities. Some are related to ego, others to insecurity, and some to natural instincts. Understanding these can help a man recognize how she responds in relationships, what makes her feel valued, and where she might overreact or seek reassurance. These weaknesses aren't flaws. They're part of the human emotional design, and they offer insight into what motivates her thoughts, feelings, and actions. By being aware, you can avoid unnecessary conflict, strengthen attraction, and establish a deeper connection, while maintaining your own boundaries. In this video, we'll break down the top 7 female weaknesses every man must know. Each one will reveal how women naturally react in certain situations, what triggers their emotions, and how understanding these tendencies can help a man communicate effectively and maintain influence. Knowing these weaknesses is about seeing the world from her perspective, predicting behavior, and responding with awareness. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of female psychology, giving you an edge in relationships, dating, and personal interactions. 1. Emotional validation. One of the most universal female tendencies is the need for emotional validation. Women are highly attuned to feelings, both their own and others, and they naturally seek acknowledgement for what they feel. When a woman experiences strong emotions, whether it's frustration, sadness, or excitement, she instinctively looks for recognition. She wants someone to understand, affirm, and mirror her emotions. This isn't about manipulation. It's about connection. When a man fails to provide validation, she often feels unheard or dismissed, which can escalate emotional tension. Emotional validation is powerful because it creates trust and intimacy. When a woman feels that her emotions matter, she opens up more, shares more, and invests emotionally. Conversely, when a man ignores or minimizes her feelings, it can trigger insecurity or frustration. Even if the issue seems trivial, the emotional weight she places on the moment is real to her. Understanding this allows a man to navigate conversations without unnecessary conflict, ensuring she feels valued while maintaining his composure. The key weakness here isn't weakness in a negative sense. It's a natural reliance on emotional reciprocity. Women process emotions differently than men, often seeking verbal affirmation, empathy, or supportive gestures. A man who recognizes this can respond effectively, without overreacting or giving excessive attention. Simple acknowledgement, thoughtful listening, and occasional reassurance go a long way in maintaining harmony and attraction. Another aspect of emotional validation is that it can influence decision-making. Women who feel understood and emotionally supported are more likely to respond positively to suggestions, compromises, or invitations. When you provide validation, you reduce friction, build rapport, and strengthen connection. When you withhold it, even unintentionally, it can create tension or distance. Men often underestimate the impact of emotional acknowledgement. Women don't necessarily want solutions. They want recognition by simply listening, empathizing, or responding thoughtfully. A man can diffuse emotional escalation and create stronger bonds. Failing to recognize this tendency can make interactions unnecessarily strained. Emotional validation also links directly to attraction. A woman feels drawn to men who can stay calm, acknowledge her feelings, and respond without defensiveness. It demonstrates emotional intelligence, patience, and reliability. Men who grasp this principle have a significant advantage because they can provide stability, emotional presence, and reassurance without being overly reactive. Understanding that women naturally seek emotional validation allows a man to navigate interactions with clarity. He can choose when to engage, how to respond, and when to maintain composure. Recognizing this as a core psychological tendency equips him with insight into why she reacts emotionally and how to handle it effectively. Emotional validation is one of the most consistent female tendencies, and knowing how to respond appropriately positions a man as composed, confident, and attractive in her eyes. To attention,